Hi, I'm Beth Smith, homeschool mom of 4, creator of a Feast of Ideas homeschool curriculum, music teacher, homeschool music educator, piano teacher, and I love to read. And I have been going through my series, The Redeemed Reader. And we've been going through chapter by chapter and talking about the titles of the chapter, a little bit about what it talks about, and then giving some of my personal book recommendations. So if you could give me a like and a subscribe and get more great book information. Chapter 6, To Be or Not to Be, Literary Retellings. They start off the chapter talking about the Biltmore estate down in North Carolina and how amazing this estate is, and then ask the question, what would it be like if they said, hey, we want to get more kids here, let's put bouncy houses in front of it and have like this whole carnival out on the lawn. Are they really attracted to the Biltmore, or are they attracted to all those kind of distractions in the front? And so they kind of used that analogy to talk about retellings. And I thought they wanted to think about 3 17th century books that changed your world and how retellings hold up against that. So they talk about Bible story retellings, Shakespeare retellings, and Pilgrim Progress retellings. And they give, they talk about the good and the bad in terms of retellings versus the originals. And they also do give recommendations for retellings in those different categories. But here are 2 of the quotes to think about in terms of retellings. When you are ready to introduce younger children to stories from these works, finding a literary retelling that respects both the original work and the developing imagination of that audience makes all the difference. So all of those, all of the suggestions that they give, respect the original work and develop the imagination of the child. The last quote that I wanted to share from this chapter, a retelling is an irresistible invitation to the original, not a substitute. I thought that was great. They, of course, always give their list of recommendations in the back. We have done 2 of them, The Garden, the Curtain, and the Cross, which is very good, and The Biggest Story Bible, Kevin DeYoung. Our Sunday school actually uses that entire curriculum based around with like the same illustrations and everything for The Biggest Story Bible. So it's not perfect unless it's just straight scripture. Obviously it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but their retelling is good and it has a more thematic overview, which is really nice for Sunday school and for little children, getting that big picture of where every story, where every event, Bible event occurs in scripture and what it's pointing to and how all of it fits together, Old Testament, New Testament. So that is chapter 6. Enjoy and join me again for chapter 7.